Let's talk some college basketball. Happy Saturday, one of the best days of the year. I'll have 3 free picks. Scratch that. I'll have 4 free picks. I'm going to have an early one for the early people who watch quick videos. Thanks for all the new followers. Get you the 4th one as a little bonus treat. So 5 and 1 to start February on free picks. I said I'll be giving 3 free picks every single day until March Madness. Premium picks are on fire. Free picks are as well. First things first, Penn State, Indiana. This is the noon game for the early people who are watching this video. I always thank you. Kane Clary, starting point guard, out for Penn State. Xavier Johnson, starting point guard, out for Indiana. You never know if those things are actually true, but you got to take it with a grain of salt. No update on either one of those guys yet. But Ace Baldwin. This game's all about Ace Baldwin. One of my favorite point guards in college basketball. 3-year starter at VCU. The man picks up full court. He is just one of my favorite players to watch. He is what I'm all about. 6'1", great overall point guard. He'll be handling the rock if Kane Clary is out a little more. I expect 40 full minutes out of Ace Baldwin today. That's my guy. I think Penn State is criminally underrated, and I think with him at the helm, they're a better team. Now, he isn't as good on offense as Clary is. Clary's probably their best offensive player, but Baldwin is a true point guard, and he's phenomenal on the defensive end. I think he's going to create problems, especially if Xavier Johnson is out there. You don't have a real true point guard. I think Ace Baldwin's going to be an absolute problem. Give me Penn State plus the 6 at minus 112 at DraftKings. They're plus 5.5 pretty much everywhere else, but I like Penn State on the money line, and I also like a little bit on the first half money line as well. Let's go Nittany Lions. One of these games, home road splits. There is no team in college basketball who is better at home and worse on the road than UVA. And everyone has kind of hopped off that train because they've won the past 2 games on the road. Well, they've beaten Georgia Tech, and they beat, son of a bitch, they beat Louisville. 2 of the worst teams in the ACC. Now you get Clemson. Not an easy team to play, especially on the road. They've got experience. They got everything you need. Virginia struggles when they cannot force turnovers on the defensive end. That is how they create their offense. That's their best defensive stopping ability. They are all about forcing turnovers. Clemson is one of the better teams in the country at possessing the ball. They are they're damn good at home at not turning the ball over, and I think that's going to create problems for Virginia. I like Clemson minus the points here in this one. Let's ride. Next game. I think this is one of these things where the line kind of tells the story. You got 4 at number 8. Kansas does not lose at home, and they're underdogs. Give me Houston. On the money line, minus 115, minus 120. They're minus 1 pretty much across the board. I think Houston is the better team. They are 100% the more physical team. I love watching Houston play because, damn it, they are as physical as it gets. They will punch you in the mouth. That always translates on the road. In Harris and McCullers, Kansas has 2 good defensive players, but the rest of the team is just not about it. Hunter Dickinson I'm not a big fan. It is what it is. He's a good college player. That's why he's not in the pros after having the success he does. It's the same as Zach Edey. You can pull him away from the rim, and he's a liability. I think Houston's athleticism is going to be a problem for them, top to bottom. I like Houston on the money line. Let's going into a tough, hostile environment, rivalry Saturday. I kind of think Houston might just give them the business, but I'll eat my words if they don't. But we're on a heater, and we're riding the teams with some heart. Houston's got all the heart. Honestly, I can't say that because McCullers and Harris are 2 of the best defensive players in the Big 12, but Houston's just deep. They've got a lot of depth. Kansas has none, and I think that's going to be the overall difference in the game. Hit a like, hit a follow, hit a comment. Good luck. God bless. Grind on. You all have a great weekend. The Mecca. Growing up in North Carolina, this might as well be a holiday. But Duke, North Carolina, I'm not picking a side in this one. I'm going over. Actually grew up a North Carolina fan. There is no bigger wine and cheese crowd in the entire world than North Carolina. Man, that place might as well be a church on Saturday. It's just quiet as all ever. Bunch of old folks, whatever. But I think this one is both teams, bad matchup defensively. I expect to see some good pace in this one. I think the over 152.5 is absolutely money. So I'm taking the over, 152. I think we're going to see a lot of points. I could see this game running in the 80s here. Carolina always loves to pick up the pace. I don't think Carolina has a lot of answers for Duke, especially on the defensive end. RJ Davis and co has been absolutely cooking, so don't really see this one. I could see it, being a close game down the finish, maybe getting a couple free throws to push it over if it is a tight game, but I see this one in the 160s.